Hey everyone, so welcome to session 2 on how to incorporate cryptocurrency payments into your website. So in this session what we're going to do is we're going to basically add a bit more to the front end. We're going to basically be able to make a request to the API, and we're going to set up an endpoint so we can take an order. So we'll take like a pricing value and things like that. So that's going to be basically, it's a bit of maintenance work before we actually go into what we want to do with the cryptocurrency stuff, but it just gets us in a nice place. So the first thing you want to do is you want to create a new route within your orders API. So open up orders within the BitBooks API first of all, and we'll just add a create to create a new order. Basically, it's a bit like a get, but it's really a create route. So let's do this. So we'll do route.post, and we can do this.create order. Okay, perfect. So now we want to create a function. So we'll do exports.create order equals function context, and let's make it async as well because it is an asynchronous function. Okay. So in this route, what we want to do is we want to, for the moment, we're going to create the route. So we'll go into a controller here. Did we even create a model? We did not. All right, well, we don't need to do anything at the moment. Let's just do our controller thing here. So exports.create equals async function. And we don't really have any parameters at the moment, but we probably want to do a price. And I guess time and date will be created anyway. So price is probably fine. We could put stuff like the book in as well if we want to do that. We can do book ID or product ID. That's fine. And the product does have the price in there as well, so we can just have product ID. We don't need to worry too much about price. Although I think in this one we'll do price as well, just because the price and the product ID might change. The product, yeah, so you might want to change the product ID in the future. So we'll just leave it as the price, and you can expand this out to be like baskets and stuff like that as well, if you've got like a checkout system. So we'll leave that at that. Okay, so we've got product ID, price, date and time, and everything. I guess we'll be creating. Let's just return something. So we'll return. We'll do an ID of A, B, C, D, E, and we'll just basically stub this out. We don't want to rely too much on this, and that will do. That will do. We're also going to return something called address, but we're not going to worry too much about this. And we're going to return amount. The amount will be in full spaces, not decimals, so we'll just do 100. Now we might want to return the amount in a string. Could make sense. Let's do that. All right. Looking good. So we're just basically stubbing this out. Let's add this in here as well. Body equal, or ctx.body equals await controller.create, and we can do ctx. Is it body? I don't think it is body. I think it's maybe data, but we'll figure that out shortly. Sorry about that. Just had a couple of notifications I wanted to deal with. Okay, so just create the context.body. I think that should be fine. Let's give this a run at the moment and see what happens. Of course, make sure you start your MongoDB instance. Okay, so we started the MongoDB instance. Let's restart this. Cool, we're good to go. Let's just curl and see what happens. We might need to add it to our routing as well. Nope, we're good there. So we'll just do a post here of just orders. I'm going to do API/orders. Okay, good. So, I mean, we got a bunch of errors. That's because we don't have anything coming in here. So let's try that. All right, so we get the response. So that's all we want to do there. So we're basically creating an order. We're not actually doing it. We're just going to implement the route. And what we're going to get back, you see, is an address and an amount, which are the two things that we kind of want to make sure we do contain. That's going to be important for us later on when we sort of actually get actual routes back from the orders that we're creating. But initially, we just want to get this set up so that we're in a decent place to sort of go into the more Bitcoin-based concepts, and we're not worrying too much about what's going on. So let's add our API for orders as well. All right, so we're importing Axios from Axios. And export default async create. Now create wants to take it a product, so we can do that. And we want to take it a price as well, but I think product has the price in this case, so we can do that. All right, perfect. So we'll do return axios.post /API /orders. And we'll do const data equals product ID. And what else do we want? Price. Product price. If you're building your own website, fit this to sort of your own purpose, but this is what we're doing in this example. And then we just want to do then and make sure we get back the data. Okay, perfect. Let's see if this works. It should be fine because we're not actually importing anything else in that's new. But what we want to make sure we do is add these components somewhere. Where is a good question though. I think it needs to probably in checkout. Oh, looks like it didn't save checkout last time I did it. Let's just recover. Close it down. Delete it. Okay. Let's have a look. So when we click crypto, what we want to do is we want to just have like a, let's do loading and so that's false. So we're just going to set loading to be true here. And then we're going to do this dot get address. Or, yeah. Import orders from. We're going to import API/order. And I believe we did do orders. Yep, that's correct. And let's just do orders. Create. And we'll do this dot product. All right, perfect. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to kind of display something that's just like a spinner or whatever. I'm just going to have a look online, see if we can find one that will work. Just because if we have a spinner, it just makes things just look a little bit nicer. But I don't want anything too much. Okay. So we've got a page loader. That's not really what I want. It's a Bulmer extension. Don't want that. I kind of want just a spinner, really. Divider, switch. Let's see if we can find one. All right. Let's see. I mean, it seems like we got a .loader element, so let's try it. Let's try it here. Let's see what we can do. And we want to just do this. Alright, so we're running. Let me get open the Tumblr plus the web. Sorry about that giant picture of my face. Okay, where is... Here we are. That's localhost. So that's a VF. Unfortunately, we can get that pretty quickly. So I guess when we click here, let's have a look. Okay, so this makes sense. So yeah, we don't want to add this in here. We probably want to add it into a new component. We've got the card form. Let's do crypto form or crypto payments. We'll do crypto POS, we'll call it. POS stands for proof of sale, point of sale. All right, so we can do that. That's going to be a little bit easier. And we can just container it. Rather than messing around, I don't want to touch the checkout page too much. In fact, we can probably just remove all that. There we go. Let's check that out. Oh, well, we lost the work that I did last time. That's kind of annoying. That's not so bad. We can just do this. Okay. And let's delete all that. And we'll just paste that all in instead. Oops. Ah. Let's just save that. Perfect. Okay, we got that back. So let's not check it out because I didn't check it in. Let's get rid of the orders stuff. Oh, that's not too big a deal. Bit of a slow start today. Sorry, it's been a long day. But I wanted to get this session recorded. Okay. And I haven't got any notes for this one. That's one of the biggest challenges here. So we're trying it without notes. Hopefully it'll be alright though. Okay, so we don't need this loading anymore because we're going to just add everything into this component here. So we've got our crypto point of sale here. Let's just add some divs in. And we don't need to do much in here. Let's add the script. And we can do an async mounted. So we only want to do this probably once, actually. We can do it with created as well. That's probably the best thing to do. So in created, we'll just do what we did before, which is this dot state equals loading. Oh, we'll do this dot is loading equals true. This dot is loading equals false. And in fact, we don't actually need that. Let's do data here. All right. Let's just log this out so you can see it. And then in our checkout page, we want to add in import order. Sorry, we can do import crypto pos from. And we'll add this component. Okay, so then we can do this. Crypto pos v if is crypto. Okay, so we'll just fix these errors, and then that'll basically be it for the session. Let's have a look. Let's do that. Okay, perfect. So if we just quickly test on the web, let's have a look at the console. Okay, so this is definitely maybe one of the issues we've got. Make sure to provide the name. All right, so yeah, I thought this might be a little bit of an issue because of the way we got the crypto pos or proof of stake, not proof of stake, sorry, point of sale. Yeah. All right, let's just do it lowercase. I think there's no need to be risky with it. It might be like the way that Vue.js handles like capitals is it just applies a hyphen between the two of them. Okay, that's better. Property ID of defined. Okay, that's fine. Now we're going to want to bind the product here, so we can just do this. Product equals product, and we'll add this in. In CryptoPos, we'll just make sure we got some props here. Props. And there we go, refresh. Still getting an ID error, that's fine, because we want to create with this product. Okay, so this is something that we definitely want to... I think this should be alright. Let's see. Yeah, nice. Alright, so we get it created, and it's got our address and amount in there, and it's got our ID. So that's perfect. So we've got everything that we wanted in here. We're getting the order from the server, and I believe we should only get it once. Let me just have a look, make sure I got my view. I do not have view CLI tools. Okay, let's fire up. View DevTools. So I don't know if you guys can see this. I probably need to add a window to the View DevTools. But let's just add that in anyway. Alright, let me restart that. I accidentally copied and pasted something. So I can get the initial thing. So all we want to do is you just want to add this to the top. And that should basically allow you to debug Vue.js using the Vue DevTools. And then we just reload the page. And there we go, yeah, that's it. So I can just make sure that everything was loaded once. Okay, and go to the CryptoPos. Yeah, so that's it. It tells me everything's there. Perfect. And you can see this dump coming down from the right-hand side. But we don't need that with the developer tools in place, which is great. Okay. So what did we do in this session? We basically just added in a new route so that we could create orders, which we will be expanding on a little bit in the next session. Next session, we're going to be looking at basically creating our data model and everything else that we want to do within these orders. I guess we could probably do it now. I mean, there's a bit of time to do it. No, we'll save it for the next session because there's some more I want to do. All right, thanks everyone for watching. I'll catch you next time.